But I'm gonna, you put your hands on me, I want you to feel what movement feels like first of all. I'm gonna do, quote, typical or not typical. So now, your hands are here, right? So now, if I were to go take a ball, so see how I counter, right? And that counter is there, right? And how much more the spine can move? You can do it all together or one at a time, guys. I'm gonna,
We like to do it all together.
That's
We're
fine.
a team.
We're intimate.
right? But see the counter. Now, if I was doing same, see the difference? Especially if now I'm here. So now I have to come here to see you, right? Versus here to see you. See the difference? See how my leg will counter? How I bring it up? There's always, for babies, a counter movement.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
With what? So same would be, so see there's a lift, right? Or especially here if they're doing this. Or arching, so feel that.
Yeah.
So if I go here, too much, I'm gonna fall, right? Or if I'm rolling over and my breath catches, so if
Then you
I,
can feel the.
so I startle, see, it cancels the movement out. So same, if I'm a baby like this, and I go same, and I'm over, right?
Okay, so I have a question for you. Why in Feldenkrais is it always the flexion extension, when in your view that would be
Incorrect, yes.
incorrect?
Yeah.
I mean, like because that's a big part of Feldenkrais,
Right.
is that you do movements from,
Right.
you know, like.
But that's the one thing that I'm
Okay,
presenting.
I'm just making sure that I know what you're talking
No,
about.
that's where I'm a
You're
lot
going
different in
different.
many ways, because
Right.
also in Feldenkrais, when you have inflection,
Yeah,
right, and extension, you don't have opposition of movements.
that's right.
So when I'm doing this, guess what? I get locomotion.
Yeah,
So my energy goes through my system. But if I'm like this, especially as a baby, look at how frail my arms are.
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no, this is not comfortable
I just
for
wanted
me.
to make sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had the
no,
picture here,
yeah, no.
Because there's something
You're
about
coming
that
here, it's not
that's
Feldenkrais. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people think that
Right,
because of
it's
my
not.
background.
It's not, I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that I had that right.
And also an adult, now if I'm adult, I can pick my arm up.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that counterbalance. Now, if you actually feel me now,
Yeah,
right, when I lift my arm up, is anyone gonna touch me now? No, everyone's sitting there. That's okay. But just feel, even though I'm doing this, there'll be a little bit of counter,
yeah,
right?
no matter what.
Right. You're
Yeah.
just not gonna
I
feel
can
this
see
much.
you,
Now, if there's no counter,
right.
you know, especially when I'm,
That's going flex.
right. Now, this is some biomechanics. Isolated muscle response. Look what the heck it's doing to your body.
Nothing.
Nothing,
You're
but
using
also, this is why
just
you're
tight.
growing old.
Yeah.
Now, in my world, if I was doing here,
Yeah,
and here, or here,
yeah,
and here,
yeah.
look at much more, I have a much more, quote, core response.
Well, and I'm not saying
If I
that's.
tighten my abs.
Yeah, that's not the only thing they do, because they
Right.
definitely have this idea of rotating to lengthen, you know, rotating to I mean, this is not on Feldenkrais.
Okay, this is a Feldenkrais ATM. So I'm here,
Yeah,
right? And I can do that very well.
yeah,
But it's symmetry.
yeah,
But as a baby would do, if they're coming down with their, you know what I mean?
yeah, there's gonna be much more something.
And two, especially where I'm good at, is feel my belly here. Now, a baby would transfer rolling and bringing their baby or their belly around, and that's why it brings them up. And so when they come back, right, their back will go around, and that's why babies have a big belly, right? Whereas most adults, now this stomach, people can't roll.
Yeah, And don't get me wrong, he does that too. I mean, there's a lot of, using the belly
Yes, but
to be
you still, see now look at
same,
that.
same.
If I was more in a rotation.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because they definitely do talk about turning,
Versus just
using
this.
the two side. But if I twist it along with,
Yeah, the
that's
rotation.
even more.
My belly's out.
Yeah. And then you're all the way over before you even know it.
Right.
And you can feel the belly completely bring your upper body along with it.
Right. So like when people talk about the pelvic clock, I can do it from any part of my body.
Yeah.
I can do it from right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can do it from my chest.
Yeah.
I can do it through, I mean, it doesn't have to be a pelvic clock per se here.
Of course.
Once you learn how to do all of those kind of things. So I'm very good at controlling and moving any part of my body that I want to. I can do my belly from here, but
I like this movement you're doing though this way, that it's not that you're doing the same side. Your counter rotation is this is coming forward and this is going back, right? I mean, that's the counter rotation, right? I mean, it's in that plane.
Right.
Rather than just both of these coming straight.
Right. So like your top lizard move. Well,
Yeah.
good God, a kid would never do this.
Yeah.
I get it that it brings you some awareness,
Mm-hmm.
but
But it doesn't feel all that great.
because it's not functional.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did not do those moving, but a baby, now if they want to do a lizard move, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're much more into
They're more symmetrical.
and a belly kind of, it's a whole body kind of thing versus just,
It's subtle.
Yeah.
I mean, it is subtle because the most recent one I did was using your legs to bring you into your belly, and you're using both your legs, and they aren't saying, just use one leg. At the end of the day, it's both legs and both arms that are.
and this is where it's hard because you don't want to correct people, not
Right,
correct people,
right.
so yeah.
And who knows what he was really.
So again,
Yeah.
so if you want to just feel this, so if a child's like here, so now feel on top of the shoulder, right? So when they're coming back and they're bringing their ball down, just see how, and again, how my pelvis goes up as my shoulder goes.
And your pelvis going
Yeah.
back.
Right?
Yeah, oh my gosh, you can feel it right there.
So, or if they're doing it this way, where they're here and they're bringing the whole. So see how those movements, so tomorrow with the babies, these are the things you want to look for. Now, this a child wouldn't do. Because now I'm way too, that's a wine glass. I have to have way more balance here. Now I can do this, but a baby would be, smacking something. It wouldn't go here.
Right.
You'll see more of this.
Uh-huh. But it'll still be counterbalancing.
Right, everything will be counterbalancing.
But it's
If
just
they're
a
not,
different level of it.
you know what I mean? Now my swallow's going.
Yeah.
And you're gonna start feeling. So that's where, again, now I wouldn't necessarily prop a baby, but I would look, I could do all the work here and not make this baby, quote, loose. You wanna calm this first. So I go back down here, see if I can bring the startle or that whole, this is counterbalance. And now I can come in here to start offering those kind of movements into that child. Here, again, this is where I say, I can put you on top of the ladder and shake it. You're not gonna learn. So if my brain's saying, hold that leg up, no, don't do that. My leg's gonna,
Yeah.
And that's where people start getting rough, in a sense, and try to get that child to do stuff. Versus, now I might have to offer a pillow if I have to, but I'll find a way. I might just go to this. So the leg, that's where the child's vestibular is safest. Now, if not lying down like this, I get it. But if this is their idea of lying down, you know what I mean? And like this, I'll start like this first.
Yeah.
and just work on that pelvis work. Because again, when I bring in that rotation, all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, their back's moving more. And I still might have the arm like this, right? And that's what I'll be doing, and then it's like, so that I'll start seeing this first. The elbow will go up versus, see it, and then the hand will come this way. But lots of times where you see the elbow stuck here, and stuck here, and I'll work until I bring that pelvis around. It's gonna bring that.
Arm back that way. Yeah, okay.
Does it help to feel the movements? Does anybody else, Joy, want to sit here, switch? Yes. Oh. So in this kind of position, right, so when she was doing this originally, right? And so see how it squeezes out the chest there, right? So that's why I always go back to at least once a week, or I try and do where I'm working here. Because this is just a conversation for her to, and so for her to go here, because again, when the foot's like this, again, I want a conversation that she can suddenly do those kind of things. And that's where she's at now, she's just about here now, right? And that's why I was excited what we just did yesterday and stuff. Right now, my toes are contracted. This is where we're great that she's not CP hypotonic. So if my toes were like this, even though I'm floppy, feel the difference? And even that's hard to go that far because of the foot contractions, right? Versus, again, I'd rather have a sloppy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can get more out of this than, especially, or what's worse, if the baby's refluxing and all of that kind of stuff, then they're more here.
Yeah.
And you'll get that kind of, because they've learned that if they hold their esophagus a certain way, but this is, and they'll go here. And then again, people try and pull them out versus trying to work. But this is where I might work on sort of what I did with you guys with the balls. So put again, probably on my scapula and pelvis. So I would work more bringing their arm into the floor. Their arm, see, just bringing that into the floor, see, it makes my whole arm rotate, right? And see then if you actually can get that, once I know I can get that elbow that slides, sort of like I just did with Holly, and then I know I can do this, right? So when I see that elbow slide, just like the hand slide, when I see that actually happen, no matter where I get it, then I know I can start working more here. But if a baby doesn't know how to slide, so when you're putting the baby on the mother, like we were going back to here, see where my head's here? Now feel my back from here, right? So even rotating here, this is like a flat head. See the difference between the spine versus even here? See here? See the difference?
Oh, it's a much more functional thing.
And see, I can go where I start bearing weight, even eventually. But if I'm here, see, my head's here, can you see the difference? And see, I'm almost top heavy. Feel that?
But a lot of people, when they lie on their sides, have their head tipped that way.
Well, I can, just fine.
Right.
I'm talking about bringing the baby, the new baby, up to the top of the mom's shoulder. See when they're already here? Look at where my arm is.
You really are giving it too much of a bend that way.
Well, again, it's just too much of a compensation. Now for me to go here, I can't weight bear. This is a skipping stone.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And here, see?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Total difference on my weight bear.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, right. Your head really is off the top here. Okay.
But I'm just saying, if you just put a newborn baby up there, see? Skipping stone.
That's the part that I don't like, is that it's up in here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to at least give you
an
explanation as
why
to
it doesn't work.
Let's looking at different alternative versus saying don't do it.
Right, right.
Don't do it's easy.
Yeah.
But if you could just sit there and say, look at the difference. See this?
Yeah.
Or if I'm here, I've cut off my airway, right? And when I'm here, I can't cut off my airway. The body's really made, I think that's why we're right-handed, because the blood flow goes up the left side. And I think when you, for a left-handed, it puts too much pressure for most of us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
right is just, because you don't, a lot of people write and they put their head to the side. Well, this way you constrict blood flow. Again, we desensitize as we age, but for a 2-year-old, maybe they feel the difference. Again, I don't know. Can't ask them. Does anybody else want to, or is that, you want more of me, or I don't know? Or we're ready to call it a day?
No, I think that was, I got everything.
Felt like
Did you
did
toast?
today.
Yeah. Just a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to, but that's what muscles should feel like on a baby. You know, you just, they react. Very few people of my age are gonna feel like this, where I just react to your touch.
Yeah.
Most people will feel what they need.
Yeah, she's so loose. I just.
It should sort of feel like, I always say, when it goes right, it feels like you're training a cobra. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like it's just.
I did can I get that? It's like a jelly. It's like a ripple.
But see how you naturally know where to go to assist, and that's fine.
She's like, here's my feet.
Now, see, that's where something, now, that would be more you than me.
Yeah.
Because you're too far away to go in it. So again, if
Yeah.
you put your hand there, you can put all, you go more towards the edge of the humerus or the bottom of the ulna. And so what you would look for now, just is see, you'd want to, that's where that strawberry hold comes in, the rotation, versus trying to lift. See, when you
Yeah.
lifted there was just too much leverage. So now try it again with the rotation.
She's a very loved little girl.
See already the difference? Feel that?
Hugely.
And now push down on the other hand into the, wherever you want on the vertebrae. See, there you go. See how it cantilevers.
Or more peekaboo?
I really feel if someone's not moving, it's really because of me. But you have to get more experience that if you're going to work on a guy who's never been touched before, and they're like this, and emphysema, do you know what I mean? It's going to take a lot of lessons to get them to like me.
Yeah.
But I'm more of what a baby should be doing.
Yeah.
So if you want to experience a big baby, you got it.
Yeah.
So